every brother was caught in the crossfire. Was caught in the crossfire.
Tripp here with Stars of Iowa, guys. Quick subject. Prepping for storms is definitely an important thing. We live in Iowa. We can get anywhere from, well, this upcoming Monday, guys. We're supposed to get an ice storm pretty bad. So obviously we're going to start, making sure we have our winter preps. We have a generator. We have a person with a wood burning stove, which we can go to a different location if we absolutely have to, if we lose power. So, and then just some other things, guys, real fast on the winter one. Hot hands, gloves, candles, or one of the good ones I just found out is that you can take a terracotta pot, which is like a flower pot, okay? You take that, tip it upside down, put a candle underneath it, and make sure it's one that has the holes in the bottom of it so you don't just snuff out the candle. But then the heat from the candle will heat that pot, and then the pot takes all the radiant heat and puts it out away from it. So if you sit around that pot, it heats it up to provide more heat for you. Now, in the winter, for some of the other winter survival, obviously, as you can see here, I'm digging into my go bag or bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. I don't like to call it bug out bag. I don't like that term because I don't use this bag for just bugging out. That's not what I intended it for to make it. But during the winter, I always have plenty of the hot hands, hot warmers. I have a face and neck and ear shield that goes around your neck that holds one of those hot hands in the back of it to keep the back of your neck warm. I always make sure that I have an extra set of really warm gloves. Always make sure you have warm socks. If you do need to go out in the bad weather, guys, in the winter, just make sure you're bundled up and covered. Every inch of you that can is covered. As a firefighter and a first responder, I'm going to tell you, unless you absolutely need to go out, don't do it. Just stay at home. Unless it's something that you desperately need, it's not worth it going out in blizzard conditions or anything like that. It's not worth risking your life over. So, but on top of that, just besides winter storms, winter prepping, stuff like that, you can also prep for your summer storms too. Like, for one, the bands you saw me messing with a little while ago, they're reflective. So like during a tornado or something like that where it's going to be dark afterwards, these would help in slapping them on your children if you have to go somewhere after a tornado or a hurricane, anything like that down south. Any of the other weather for you guys that aren't in Iowa, something reflective is always good to have so they can see you, especially, you don't want to get hit afterwards. But then for some of your stuff for those storms, it's always good to have flashlights. Kids don't like the dark. That could be a bad situation if your kids are afraid of the dark and you don't have light. So you always want to make sure before a storm, or even any time, if you're just prepping in general, you always have plenty of flashlights, plenty of batteries, plenty of candles, plenty of ways to keep warm, keep dry, or keep safe. That's the main thing about storms. Keeping dry, keeping safe, warm if it's the winter, dry if it's the summer and wet outside. It's always good to also have a plan in place too for storms. That's part of prepping. Half of prepping, guys, isn't just your gear. It's the mental state that you want to have of, I am ready for this, I know what I'm going to do, I have a plan in place if this happens. So, any other questions or anything else, guys, or anything that I missed that you think I need to cover, we'll do a follow-up video with a couple of the other members from Stars of Iowa. We're going to get some more people in here with me shortly to do some more videos. So anything else that I missed or that you guys want to see, just go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And for Stars of Iowa, I'm Tripp. You guys have a nice afternoon.